Hello! I think we're on the internet so smoothly, and now I'm doing a dance.
This is how we open up every single show now. We'll just dance our way in, hoping that we're on the internet.
I feel like we are, and I'm feeling a groove. Hello, welcome to Salty Sweet Games. I'm the aforementioned Salty,
and I'm Sweet.
And these various assorted spices are our friends. And we're going to play some Witcher. We're going to play some Witcher RPG, and we're super, super duper excited about it. We want to quickly talk about the people who have allowed us to make this as awesome as it can be. We have our sponsors, our Talsorian Games, who are going to be sponsoring giveaways for our entire run. That'll start up soon. And of course, Roll20! Some kind of sting. We need a thing. We need a jingle.
Air horn. Just imagine.
I forgot about the air horn. I'm really good at that sound. They are our virtual tabletop of choice. They're really nifty. They have custom character sheets for a ton of systems and music that you're listening to right now. It's awesome. We're feeling good. Kiana, should we go around and talk to people? Because I'm going to just keep dancing.
First, I guess we should do some admin stuff. You may notice down below that we have a bunch of donation stuff.
Oh, yeah, that. I made those.
Donations are a great way to help support the channel, support us with all the production stuff, because we all do it out of pocket right now, with some help from our sponsors. So if you feel like helping us out or contributing to the game, you can go check out our donations and figure out how you can contribute to the story. We also do have subscriptions. Our sub emotes are on the way.
They're coming?
They're coming. Twitch has told us that they're backed up, so
but they're coming.
They'll be here soon, we promise. But again, it's another great way to support us. Same ways as you can, follow us on Twitch and Twitter and all that stuff. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all of our admin stuff, so we are going to hand it over to our GM, Hans, to get us going around and getting this game started.
So what should we do first? Should we go around and introduce everybody? We have everybody introduce themselves.
That probably makes sense.
I guess we can talk to Lindy and Katie.
That sounds good. And find out what spices they are, maybe in addition to everything else.
Katie, would you like to tell me what spice you are? Just because I have no idea what it could be.
I'm cumin, of course I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spelled C-U-M-I-N.
Oh, I know how it's spelled. Lindy. The ever-important question, what spice are you?
That's a really good question. I'd like to know what other people would think of what spice I would be, just out of curiosity. Maybe cardamom?
Very good spice.
It's a good spice.
Yeah.
Weirdly, my first instinct was ginger.
And mine was cinnamon. So
yeah, I was thinking cinnamon.
Cinnamon, but
I gotta admit, I was also thinking cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon's really good. Ooh.
now
only
people,
I actually liked cinnamon.
Yay! And now people are just shouting out Spice Girls. So
yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm ginger spice. I call it done. The end. Oh yeah, I guess we should say who we are and who we're playing before Hans explodes with anticipation.
I'm good. We're good.
He's so chill.
So
opposite
chill.
Of me. Katie, who are you? Who are you playing? I'll do it.
I'm Katie. I'm playing Scylla the Bard. I use she, her pronouns, and so does she.
Lindy.
Yes, I'm Lindy, and I'll be playing Thrin and Brokvar. She is a Skelliger mage. She, her for both.
It made me really happy, the way you said Skelliger. I'm Lauren. Obviously, I probably already said that. Who knows? I don't know if I said my name. I'm not Salty Ginger. Hey. And I'm playing Maggie the cat, who is the criminal. With no secrets. Definitely not cursed.
None.
Kiana?
Yeah, Kiana. Sweet. I think we just called ourselves Salty Sweet, so
That's fine.
Names, I think. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing the Witcher, Lupa, who's very tired and uses they, them pronouns.
Who's very tired. Okay, Hans, please corral us.
Good, right?
Do the... Do it.
How about I do this? How about I do a last time?
Oh, I love last times.
Let's do a last time. So last time, after almost leaving town, the crew began to investigate Dorian, a small city where there have been 5 wolf attacks in the last 5 nights. Lupa has discovered evidence of the wolf, which is most likely a warg, which is a very big wolf. So with that, I totally lost that place. Scylla has been offered 2 different jobs. Maggie immediately discovered a stalker following the party, and Thrin proved that she had the social graces and education to speak with the mayor and some of the other citizens without regrets, so that was good. The party has been one simmering pot of tension and possibility. This is a phrase that I wrote to describe you all. So,
I like that. I think the only thing you missed was like sexuality.
I really feel like it's implied in general, but that's fine. As they traveled into the Brokilon forest, where they reconnected with druid apprentice Lorenz and discovered a hidden hollow beneath a dark, aged oak tree where 6 wolves lie in wait. Maggie bravely investigated the cave and retreated, at which point bright yellow eyes flash. And that's where we were last time. So I think that covers all the important stuff. I didn't name every NPC and so forth, but you know, the big beats. So how's everybody doing? We're in the Brokilon forest. You're in kind of a clearing area. We've pushed Lorenz all the way to the back because he is baby. And in the front, we've got Maggie, who just crawled backwards out of this cave. I'm hoping Jason saw that in chat. That's what I'm going for. There are bright yellow eyes flashing towards Maggie. And then we've got Scylla in the back, Thrin in the back with her summoned staff. I don't know exactly. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm sort of standing beside Lorenz because I also think of myself as baby.
That's fair. Okay, so we have one set of eyes looking at you from the dark of this hollow. That's about it so far. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make this roll, which has nothing to do with anything.
Sure.
It's just me randomly rolling a die for no possibilities.
Yeah, I love that.
Whatsoever.
I love when GMs do that.
You know, it's just a thing you do sometimes because you're interested in what numbers look like. So with that, I've just done a thing, and I'm done. And now we can continue with our game. So what's everybody else want to do?
So as Maggie's like running, 6 of them, six.
Being awfully loud if there's 6 wolves in a cave.
Just running. Gonna hop behind Lupa.
What's the plan?
Oh, they are awake?
Did you wake them up?
No. I can honestly say I was very silent.
Lupa drawing their swords.
And Thrin has her staff at the ready if necessary.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger just in case, and then look specifically at Lorenz. Are you ready for the? Do we need to? Are you all right? Is this gonna be okay for you?
Lorenz puts his hands out to his sides, kind of like this. Goes. I can try to talk to the wolf.
I don't. No.
Why would you try and talk to wolves?
I think the time for negotiation
I mean, if you can
has passed.
talk to wolves, perhaps, maybe we could find out why they're doing this.
I am a person of the forest. This is something that I am fairly skilled at. I could do this. This is something I could do.
I'm so confused. People can talk to wolves?
He's
Magic.
druid. He's been able to do stuff with bears before, and
Like what kind of stuff?
like make a bear attack someone else kind of stuff.
Can you make the wolves attack each other?
I don't think that's likely to happen. Maybe they'll just go back to sleep.
Is that worth a try before this gets bloody?
I mean, realistically, I'm not really actually willing to hurt these wolves at all, but I would be willing to try to talk to them.
Can't hurt to try it before if it gets messy.
I agree. I am much more inclined to a less messy solution to this problem.
So I'll try that then. I'll talk to the wolves. Fine.
Maybe they're not the ones
Fine.
causing quite all of the violence, but are just witnessing it.
Okay, here I go.
Oh.
And Lorenz, like, he's got his hands together and he closes his eyes and
Why don't
he's
you
very
escort him?
quiet for a moment. And then he walks over towards the hollow.
I'm climbing a tree. I'm climbing a tree.
Moopa is following Lorenz because this is
He
like
Isla is-
goes,
Also climbing a tree?
I will help Scylla climb the tree.
I will not climb a tree. Thank you. I might tear my dress.
good point. That's a good point. Okay, so Lorenz walks over and he goes, shh, 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 shh. It's okay. Just go back in. Just go back to sleep. Go lay down. Go ahead. It's okay. No one's going to disturb you. And he's just walking up, hands out.
Scylla.
This isn't what I thought.
No, he's gonna get eaten.
Well, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
not. Lupa is there.
That flash of yellow eyes, you see it kind of turn away. There we are. Just like that. Good. Okay. I think we should all leave the clearing now.
There's no way this works.
No,
Maggie. There's
no,
way.
this, no,
They're
no.
waiting for us to turn our backs. and they're
Yeah,
gonna eat
yeah,
us.
yeah.
I
We look
think
more
we're-
like running prey, because wolves, did you know that
They-
wolves attack things that run? Did you know
They
that?
want a chase.
They want
that's-
one.
They
Right.
want fun when they're
Yeah.
gonna.
I feel like I've proved that I know something about what wolves like. How about we
You're
just
over
leave the
there,
area?
we're in a tree. Stop
We're
eavesdropping.
bad mouthing you behind your back.
Yeah. Stop eavesdropping. We're the one dropping eaves.
So maybe everyone who's not in a tree just leaves the clearing, slowly, not turning around, just backing up, and
Mhm.
we'll be great.
When we see them, or when Silas sees them slowly backing out and no wolves coming, I think she's gonna slowly begin to make her way out of the tree very cautiously, still like looking at Maggie and then looking down and looking at Maggie and looking at Thren. It's like, there's no way this has worked. No. This. What did you do? Did you just ask them to go
Are
back
you
to
a
sleep?
witch? You a witch, Lorenz?
I am a druid, which is very,
what?
very distinctly different. A druid.
Very different than a witch. Very much
different than a
so.
witch.
Right. Witches are better?
Witches? Oh.
Different. My type of magic is closer to a witch than Lorenz's.
I did not say that. That does not sound like something you tell someone who is a friend. Listen, the wolves seem to be fine. I'm fine. You're all fine. I'm going to go back into the forest because I still have not even started what I was supposed to be here to do. But good luck.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Lorenz.
your help.
Lupa, I will see you at some future point.
Yeah, just don't get yourself killed.
I mean, if it's just wolves, I feel fairly confident at this point.
It's almost never just wolves, but alright.
Okay. Don't crawl into any other caverns full of wolves without...
Don't tell me what to
me.
do.
That's fair. But, I mean, again, I felt very wounded by your words earlier. I'm going to go into the
Good,
forest.
they struck
Over there where that
true.
bracken is. Yes, right. And Lorenz begins actually fairly silently stepping through the forest.
Serious question, everyone.
Mm.
This does not solve our problems, does it? I mean,
I
Lorenz just sang them a lullaby, basically, put them back to sleep.
I don't think wolves would be. I mean, I could be wrong, but they seem a bit more violent than regular wolf attacks.
Right, you'd think if they were these things that have been headed into the village, then they wouldn't have wanted a nap.
Mm-hmm.
And we only saw one set of prints, right, at the most recent place?
Yeah, it wasn't a pack. It was like
One.
one trail.
Perhaps there's something nearby.
Can I like do a notice check and just see if there's anything out of sorts that leads further away from this hovel?
So you're going to try to go around like the back of the tree and see what else might be over in that direction? Sure.
Awareness,
so
not notice, right?
Yeah, I believe the skill is awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do that. If there were people who wanted to try other things, we could try that too. Tracking is really more like a wilderness survival thing.
Is it well? Okay, that's.
But if
I
you want
think
to just
she's
look around,
specifically looking around though. She's not tracking.
yeah,
She's
let's do
looking
that.
for any like scraps of like
Clothing or something.
clothing or things like that. Yeah,
Victim
Sounds
bits.
yeah.
Victim bits. I like that.
Bits.
A 12, not the best, but it's average.
Okay. So, as far as you can tell, the rest of this forest area is not interesting. Like right here, there's no other like real clues coming to eye. So, looking around, you don't see anything that looks like something further has been out in this direction. The tree may be the terminus of all this.
Yeah, she's just pushing and poking things around, and I think she probably even like sort of maybe climbs up on the side of the cave a little bit and is just like, I'm not finding anything. I honestly don't know where to go next.
I'm gonna take a look at that tree.
Yes. We have some additional monster noises in the background. So,
The
Beautiful.
sounds of
You're
the
looking at
forest.
Yeah,
I'm so immersed.
it's forest gremlins. It's fine.
So the tree, again, it's a big branching dark oak and it has roots that run down, like very big tangled roots that have kind of like grabbed this hill. And there was the hollow down below where all the wolves are. The tree itself looks very, like the leaves are very dark green. There are a lot of acorns that are there. The ground is littered with little acorns all over. It looks like a very, very healthy specimen of tree.
Okay, I'll take one of the acorns just as a curiosity item. But just make a walk around the tree, see if I notice anything out of place about this tree.
Okay.
Looking up into it, seeing if it's grown around anything, mayhaps.
The big thing is this tree, again, there's that like hollow that's down
Yeah, the
below where
hollow.
the tree's roots are. And as you're walking around it, like the ground, there are certain areas where it's fissured a little bit and there's like a little bit of a sinking area. So it looks like whatever this tree is atop, like this little hillock has been split or has been pressed upon. So maybe there's some sort of ground movement here, but the tree itself looks pretty good. You can even see a point where it looks like the ground has shifted a little bit and the roots have started to climb across to the other side.
Okay. Well, maybe if the wolves are asleep, we could very quietly go into the den and investigate further. How far in did you go? Did it go a good ways down? There seems to be a lot of space underneath here. Maybe it's a cave system.
Maybe. I didn't go too far because of the wolves.
Maybe if they think we're not a threat, then they won't be a threat to us. I mean, if we leave things alone, things tend to leave us alone, right? That's actually never been true in my line of work. In our line of work.
Right. I don't mind slipping in again. Got away scot-free last time, so...
And they should be quieter now? Mayhaps.
Lisa, do you think Lorenz put them to sleep for a good while?
At least their natural sleep. Doubt it's magical.
We can just be very, very quiet then.
Yeah, we're all so good at it. I mean, I am. That was directed at you, Sila.
I can be quiet when I want to be quiet.
Can you, though?
I think Lupin gives a little side eye to Thurin, and there's not quite a smile, but it's definitely like the like the raised
Sila's genuinely trying to remember a time that she's been decently stealthy. And I'm trying to look at my stealth skill to find out if I actually or not. Yep. Yeah, she's coming up short with a moment. She's been decently stealthy. Look, I can at least give it a shot.
Yep.
I mean, I can try.
Good old university try.
Yeah. Listen, what other option do we have? Do we have another plan?
We look around, see what we
There's-
can find.
there's
If
always-
nothing, then go back along the trail. Maybe put up post where one of the wolves whatever wolf passes through, and see if we can stop it before it gets to.
There's always the bait option.
Always the bait option.
I just like being bait for some reason. It's very exciting. It's
All
exhilarating.
the thrill with no work.
It's very hard to be bait, Luther. I have to run a lot. I have to
Maggie's
get out of
holding
the
up a
way.
hand for a high five.
Lupin did not give a high five.
I give one to Thrin then. You have very soft hands.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a compliment. It's a great
Great.
compliment. Right. So am I sneaking in through the tree thing?
Are we all sneaking in, or are we letting you go?
No,
by
let me
yourself and
go.
open?
I don't want to watch you get eaten.
I don't think you'd have to watch that. We're fairly capable.
No, I know you are. I was talking about Scylla. You know, no skills to speak of.
When did this become Maggie makes fun of Sila's very capable skill set?
I'm lashing out. Get with it.
Don't lash out at me.
Who am I gonna lash out at? The fucking Witcher?
Find a bird in a tree and lash out at it.
We
Well,
should
it
get
just seems
Lorenz.
cruel and unusual.
I'm not
Innocent
gonna hit a
bird.
bird. I would
Or
never.
doesn't even know what it's done.
I would never hit an innocent bird, Thrin. I need you to know that.
I didn't suggest that she hit a bird. I just suggest that she yelled at it a couple of times. You know, when I'm on the road by myself, I yell at inanimate objects and animals sometimes.
Do
It
you
makes
really?
me feel better. I do. It makes me feel
Oh.
better sometimes. It's not a violent thing, but sometimes you just have a
Oh my
lot of
God.
pent-up anger that you have to get out.
I've never been angry a day in my life.
This time, Sila looks at Lupa with a raised eyebrow and a little bit of a smirk. Like, okay.
I'm going sneaking the other way, Hans.
I'm experiencing dog barking, but when you say you're
Good.
going the other way, you mean
It's
back
the
into
wolves.
the cavern?
Well, was that with what Thrin saw? Was there a way through, like?
Yeah, was there a big enough space for someone to...
Oh, like a top
You-
way?
You could try. Do
I-
you want to try?
I would love to try. I mean, trying is the only
Well-
way to succeed.
It's true.
Okay. There's a. Anyways, do you guys ever have that thing where you try to talk and then your dog barks every time you talk?
Yeah.
This might just be a
Yes.
thing I have.
Wait, no, I'm allergic to animals. I have no idea what you're talking
Anna, do you ever
about.
get that? Does your dog bark exactly
I don't
when you're
have a
gonna talk to
dog,
somebody?
but I had some growing up, and yes. I have a cat. They're quiet.
All right. So we're trying to see if Maggie can maneuver down through one of these fissures that's in the earth.
Mhm.
Let us see. I feel like that's less a stealth roll and more a something else roll.
Like
What's our
athletics?
athletics type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so you're gonna make an athletics roll to shimmy your way down through this
Uh-huh.
fissure.
Yup.
Let's do this.
$16.
Ooh, okay. So it's, of course, like we said, it's very narrow as this all goes down. You're pushing and like shimmying your way down, and it works. And you end up, yes, farther back into this little cave system. You can clearly see the wolves that were in front of the tree area before. They're still all dogpiled into a little huddle like they were before, a cuddle puddle. And while they're doing that, you're farther back. You're standing on top of a root with one foot, and your other foot is touching something that is solid and fairly flat.
What is it?
It's stone, but it's worked stone, and you're on this like flat part in between where it looks like it has two little horns and goes back down like that. So imagine it's a stone version of like a cat emoji, and you're standing on top of its head.
Oh, got it. That was actually really helpful.
Cool.
Does the cave continue on, or is this kind of the end of it?
It looks like you are very close to where there was something else, and you see a lot of dirt. Like there's been cave-ins or pushing down or something like that. It doesn't look like you're going to be able to get much farther in here.
Mm-hmm. It's just a rock, right? It's just a rock.
Yeah. Are you going to take a closer look at said rock?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is
Yeah.
a rock. It is a rock that has, again, like two little horn shapes, and then it goes down, kind of like a little column. And there is a faintish, like a flicker, almost like a little lantern that's kind of there at the middle of it. It's not really doing much for you.
Maggie,
Yeah, Thrin's right, like at the crevice.
What do you see?
A rock.
What kind of rock is it? Granite? Is it?
marble?
So- Is it natural? Is it?
It looks worked.
Oh.
And there's like a lantern down here.
I stick my.
Can you get down
By
there?
the way, how is Maggie's elder speech? Does Maggie speak elder speech?
No!
Is there
Okay, but
writing
you-
there that you can't read?
You only have two different languages that you really see around here, so it's the other one. So, anyways, it's the other language that you see all the time everywhere.
Then can you fit down there?
We should be able to. I'll give it a go. I'll try to.
Okay. Now the caveat is here, you're gonna get dirty. You're gonna be extremely dirty when this
Your
is all
dress.
I think what she'll do is she'll just take off the outer dress because with the dress this
Oh
fancy,
no.
you've got like the cotton undershift to
Uh-huh.
that's the one that actually gets soiled and you keep the outer one nice. She'll take it and hand it to probably Scylla. Could you hold this for me? I'm gonna just go
Of
down there
course,
and
of course.
read it.
Maggie's
And then
just
I'm
like,
gonna. Now that I'm just in my cotton underdress.
Yeah, now problem solved. So if you want to make an athletics roll, that's gonna be to get
Yes.
down through the fissure
Sure.
safely.
And athletics. Oh, that's dexterity. That's gonna be fun. Let's see here.
That sounds promising. Here we go.
12.
Okay.
I'm much
It's
better
not
at physique.
great. Yeah, it's not great. Did you keep your shoes on?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably not. To help climb down better.
So, Maggie, you just have a whole bunch of toes kicking you in the forehead as she's coming down.
dude, not a kink. I will help her the rest of the way down.
That's good because there is only this one little stone to stand on. You guys are about
Oh.
2 feet off the ground
We're,
still.
we're so close together.
Okay, now where's this writing you saw?
What?
You said you saw some writing or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just focused on this. What do I
Okay.
see?
You see a piece of worked stone that seems like it's probably something elven in nature. There's actually no
Yep.
writing here. Maggie just can't tell the
Oh,
difference between
okay.
the ornamentation and the writing, but it's just ornamented. Hey, I'm not trying to speak about it. So you've got what is probably a place of power of the earth variety here.
You see Thrin's eyes just go big and light up. Alright, this is a great find.
Yeah.
This is a place of power.
It's a big rock.
It's a very special rock.
Yeah. I knew that the moment I saw it. I was like, Thrin is gonna like this rock. She don't have a rock like this. It's no.
Wait, hold on a minute there. And she's gonna just give me a little boost. She'll be back. And she kind of like pulls herself
Oh.
halfway out and goes, Lupa, there's a place of power down here.
You see, Scylla has already tried to put on your dress. And is sort of twirling around in it, and it's just like, oh. It's a very lovely dress, by the way.
Thank you. But we should come down here and spend some time with it. Just, we should also find this wolf killer person thing, but this is very rare.
Right.
Lupa is just lets out a small sigh, looks up towards the sky to kind of check what time it is and like how much time they have until it's wolfy time.
You're in the middle of the afternoon, so it took you some time to travel out here, but it probably, if you left fairly soon, it will get dark by the time you get back. But it won't be midnight.
Yeah, Lupa will kind of nod and just like,
Is there even room for me down there?
No, it's like a two-person rock.
Okay, so Maggie, I'll boost you back up, and then you can come down here, Lupa.
No, I gotta stay here to protect you, friend.
Oh, I'm fine, really.
Oh, no, I know you're very capable. I would just feel remiss if I left you, you know.
Oh, but you just be right up there. It's just, I need to spend some time with this rock. It's just a very, very important rock.
Right, I knew that. I knew it the second I saw it.
Right. And I'm going to examine this place of power.
All
like,
right.
I'm gonna nerd out over this place of power.
I'll switch places with Lupa begrudgingly.
I feel like we have this moment where we have to go into like anime chibi mode, and there's like Lupa with a magnifying glass if you get like all the different angles. So anyways, that's just my headcanon. But so you're doing that. I don't know that we really need a roll at this point for Lupa to get down into the fissure in the earth and see the rock.
they strong, and also 2 people have already gone through here.
Yeah.
We've done this a couple times.
I probably made the hole a little bigger because Thrin's strong but not dexterous. So. Just forced my way through a bit.
So as you're standing on top of this rock, now Thrin's walking all around it and examining and checking it out. And this is an earth place of power. And Lindy knows all the rules about places of power and the kind of bonuses that she's going to get here.
Yeah. We get some bonuses that last for an hour. Those would be our vigor threshold for earth magic goes up by 5, and spell casting is considered 2 points higher for earth magic. But a permanent effect would be that we get 10 IP to be used on learning new magic or raising magical skills. So for Lupa, that is signs, and for me, that's probably a spell, because I think 10 is what I need to learn a novice spell. So
It's really important to make sure you guys get a chance to learn new spells and do more cool stuff in this game. So yeah, it does look like that's right. So yay.
I'm up top with Scylla. I think I could try it on now.
You want to try on her dress?
It's not weird. I just I don't have any dresses.
Yeah, here, of course.
Right.
And she gets out of it and holds it up to you.
Can you? I don't know how I can tie knots, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, put it on, turn around.
Yeah. Is this my color?
I think you look lovely, Maggie.
Thank you. Do you think
Okay,
she's
point your head a little
into
bit
to
more.
people who wear dresses like this?
What now?
What? Nothing?
I missed what you said, honestly, Lauren. That was me.
Good.
No,
I was just
God
thinking.
damn it.
I was just thinking. Do you think Thrin's into fancy clothes?
Well, you see what she wears. She changes her clothes every day. I haven't bought new clothes and I mean, I tell people I buy new clothes, but I haven't honestly, I haven't bought new clothes and I can't tell you when.
I mean, I haven't washed these clothes and
God, I haven't taken a bath and
we should take a bath. We should have a bath day.
Tomorrow I got offered a special job at the inn we stayed at.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if we can, if we go to a nicer town next, if we go back to Novigrad.
This town's really big, and I feel like we just keep shitting on it, but I like that about us.
I do too. I mean, nothing in this town has impressed me besides what the mayor looks like.
And just because something's big, like for example,
Doesn't mean
Lupa, doesn't mean like they're the best option.
that they bathe.
We don't know if Lupa bathes.
I've never seen Lupa bathe, so
You think Thrin bathes?
of course Thrin bathes.
Yeah.
Have you seen her skin? How soft it is.
Yeah, I felt it down there when I was helping it down.
Sometimes I'll hand her something, or she'll dance with me.
She dances with you?
Of course she
Like
dances
in
with me.
like in a platonic.
Well, yes,
way.
Thrin's my friend.
Yeah, no, she's my friend too, so
I just play a song, or I'll sing a song that person wrote about her that I don't really think she likes, but it's very funny to see when her face blushes up,
yeah, no, it's really pretty. It's like two little flowers.
I've never heard it described that way.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna look out for, Do you feel like we're on a wild wolf chase?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
I honestly don't know how much I trust the mayor, despite how attractive he is.
Right, you can't
That
trust
might-
someone that good looking.
You cannot trust someone. We've learned this, Maggie.
Time and
Many
again.
times. The only attractive person I trust are the attractive people I surround myself with. And sometimes not even that much.
I think we can all agree that took up all the time that was necessary
Absolutely.
for the tower to be inspected.
I feel like we learned a lot today.
Lupa's ears are
So
twitching because they can hear
Every
this entire conversation.
I was like, I bathe.
So now as you emerge from the ground, just crawling out of this crack, so you're all set there. And now you've gotten magically buffed, so that's cool.
my God, your arms.
Mhm.
They just look really good.
Oh, do you want your dress back?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, maybe just brushes herself off.
Kept
Yeah,
it
move-
clean
move-
for you.
First.
Definitely not dirty inside.
Yeah, Lupa will help brush off Thrin a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I can help brush you off too.
Here, I'll roll grooming in style to see how much dirt I brush off.
I love it.
Oh, I don't brush off much dirt. Oh.
It's because the
Pretty
inside
wet.
of your dress is dirty because it's been on my body.
Yeah, it's like damp.
It's
Dirt.
damper.
I hate to
It's
do this,
just-
but I insist you roll that fumble.
yeah, you
have to.
got
Oh yeah,
Gotta.
that's right. That's right. There we go.
Oh, no.
7.
You're gonna have
Everyone
to
can
get a new dress.
You have to get it cleaned professionally.
Shopping.
Everyone can imagine that as Thrin's walking back, it's like one of those scenes where, you see Cinderella has to go clean the chimney or something like that, and now on your way back, this is going
To
to be
be
very
fair,
good
both
for
Scylla and Maggie had it on, and they're not the cleanest people.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm super clean all the time.
So, with that, are we in the forest any longer, or are we going to start heading back towards Dorian?
Maybe stake out near the forest,
Right, like on the edge, maybe? Kind of
where the trail that it keeps
Yeah.
following.
stake
Okay.
out.
You can do that. Now, is Scylla interested in taking up the offer to perform at the broken wheel she was given for this evening?
Yeah, I think was there staking out. She's like, oh, I had an offer to perform tonight for some gold. Is that? I mean, we can always come back. It's way before midnight.
That's true. It does like to strike later. I wouldn't mind getting cleaned up a bit, honestly.
I mean, you're making it work.
I'll take your word for it.
The dirt really does bring out the rouge in your cheeks.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go chill. Let's go.
He said that he would provide drinks and entertainment for my friends if I would perform.
Sounds good.
All right then.
Great.
You all can do that. I'm gonna stick to the outskirts of town and watch the trail.
As soon as
Right.
it's over, we can rejoin you. If you haven't seen anything, we'll just...
Or scream really loudly if something happens before then.
Lupo raises a brow
Cry-
and like the have I ever
I was
screamed?
about to say there's
Just
no way
cry
that's ever-
wolf. Just cry wolf. I'm sure the word will travel down to us after these previous wolf
You could
attacks.
howl. I think it would go over really well.
I'm sure it would. Maybe that guard.
Oh yes. Hold on, I have his name.
What's his name?
Rosint.
What?
Rosint.
Oh, Rosent. No
Maybe
idea.
get him to, if he's willing, stay with me.
Certainly.
Something
we can go fetch
happens.
him.
If something happens,
He did
he
say
can
he
go
had
and
a
get
big
you.
spear.
He did say he had a large spear.
I mean, it wasn't that big.
We never saw it. He left it back at the house.
I
That's true.
saw it. You can sometimes just tell the size of someone's spear. Like, just from looking at him. Like, I look at Lupo. And, they probably carry a pretty big spear. Do you use spears? What's your weapon? Is a sword, right? Sword, yeah.
Swords.
Let's just head towards town and get the guard, and you can do your things at the tavern.
I'll make sure to get us a lot of gold to keep us going.
Oh,
Are you sure he had a small spear? I mean, his hands were quite large. You know, you'd think he'd have a bigger
yeah,
weapon.
but you gotta look at his feet.
His feet.
You gotta look at his feet. That's the because if you have too big a
I'm gonna follow
spear.
Luther.
Listen, if you have too big of a spear and you have tiny feet, the spear will just knock you over.
Yeah, Lupo's walking.
Sila's following Lupa. Yep.
Wow.
She's letting
Okay.
Maggie do this.
It's good that we keep this so very on canon and so very clearly a Witcher game. So we continued back towards town. Honestly,
That's
I feel
the
like
Sounds
this is very
exactly
good.
like a Witcher
it
conversation.
really does.
There's nothing wrong with any of this. So we've gotten back to town, except Lupa did not go all the way back. Stayed somewhere on the trail, correct? Or were you going to go and return?
Like Lupa's trying to kind of follow the wolf
Mhm.
print back towards town. Essentially, their idea is that if this wolf comes back, whatever it is, they would be able to kind of be in its way or catch it or whatever.
Sounds good. And as you get back towards town, we're going to split off and go see Rosent the guard over at the mayor's house, correct? So you go to the Craner estate, and Rosent is like literally picking up his spear and putting on his helmet and walking off as two new guards show up. And he waves at all of you and says, "Evening," and starts walking down the street.
Good evening, Rosint. You wouldn't happen to be free, would you?
I did. Yeah, I have finished my shift just now.
Right. So you're free.
I suppose, yeah. Did you want to, why do you ask?
Well, you see, Soil is going to be playing at one of the taverns.
I would
down
love
there.
to go. Yes, that sounds great. I can just leave my spear and my helmet back with my friends.
But no, while that's going on, Lupa requested some assistance looking at stakeout for the wolf thing, and we were going to meet up with her afterwards. They requested you.
Oh. Okay.
Because he is spear. They like the size of it, the shape.
Right.
It does seem to be
okay.
quite a lovely spear.
But it's really how you use it, right, Rosant?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you want to go now?
Oh, yes, they're already out there looking at. They found tracks. We tracked back to a wolf's den, but it's a long story. I'm sorry. She's just kind of trying to brush more dirt off, but it's just.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll be with the Witcher, so at least that's pretty safe.
Yeah, we'll be meeting up with you afterwards. I just need to get cleaned up a bit. Mess.
Okay. Rosen starts walking off,
Buddy.
Oh, buddy.
heading down the trail.
Sweet boy.
Yeah, well. So with that, are we going back to the Lily White, or are we going over to the Broken Wheel? We want to get
the
Thrin
Lily
cleaned up,
White
right?
was the Lily White was the next night, and the Broken Wheel was this night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we going to go back to rooms to get cleaned up?
Yeah, did Thrin want to go get cleaned up first? Because we had all night to do
I
this.
think
before.
Thrin would ask what the if she got cleaned up, if she'd be too fancy for this other tavern.
Oh yeah, Sila's like, oh, completely.
All right, well, I'll
You
get cleaned
fit
up.
right in. You
Let me know when
actually-
you're near the end of your performance, and then I'll get cleaned up, and then we can meet.
honestly still look too fancy right now.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
This is just traveling clothes.
I'm just telling you, they're still going. I would watch your purse because they're still good. They're going to be all over.
Oh,
you.
they
Maggie,
won't be able to reach
keep an
my
eye on
purse.
her.
I
What?
keep it very close.
Keep
A very close eye on her.
Keep an eye on Thrin.
Yes, I mean Thrin can defend herself,
No,
but
I know.
keep an eye on the pickpockets is what I'm saying.
Right. Anybody? So I should focus on the pocket area.
Yes.
Got
Guster,
it.
stop it.
Got it.
And we'll go to the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mess.
Can I roll my special busking roll there
Busking.
to see how much money I can make?
Buskin'.
I think you get-
Buskin'.
okay, so we got to look at your skill tree now, because there's a couple cool I'm going to be in a tavern kind of skills here, right?
Yeah, I only took enough to take the first return act one though.
Right. So you've got don't know, I'm on the wrong tree. Okay, so you've got busking. The return act, we didn't do that. If you wanted to, I guess you could do that if you feel like that's appropriate.
Because I have performed for him before.
Yes, you have. So,
I can
don't
do so
know, let's
before
see.
attempting a busking roll. I can roll return act at a DC set by you.
okay. So let me ask you this. Do you feel like this is an area that Scylla has performed in before officially?
Oh yeah, I feel like she's because she came through here with Maggie before. She's definitely performed here.
Okay. So do you want to go ahead and make a charmer roll?
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah.
you're rolling return act. Here we go. It's an empathy roll, and you've got a 0 in this, so you're basically just rolling plus empathy.
Okay, cool. So I do return act first, right?
Yeah, because this is going to tell us if you're going to get some special bonuses.
Okay. So a 16.
Nice. I think that's very good for a roll like this. So that means that your busking is going to double in terms of income, and you have a +2 charisma for everybody inside of the Broken Wheel right now.
Awesome.
That's pretty tight.
So I roll busking now, right?
Yeah, and then whatever this ends up being, we're going to double this, and that's how much money you're going to make.
Okay, cool. Oh,
This is the roll we really care about, right? Oh my gosh!
Roll
holy
again.
shit! So I'm gonna
Critical.
roll
Yep.
my critical.
Money.
Wow.
So a 32 doubled
Yep.
D4.
is, yeah. Oh my god.
It's a lot of money for an evening of playing at a place called the Broken Wheel.
Yeah.
That's not known for its prospects right there.
So that's 108 crowns.
Is that 108? I think we're at 64, aren't we? Where would
60
the
was it
what did
si-
else
oh,
do
was
you
that every? I doubled the 64. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you've got 64 crowns, which is super great. Everyone loves that. Let's say that we are now looking at the broken wheel. We're going to know what the outcome is because of that roll. But let's talk about how this scene goes. You walk into the broken wheel. The first thing that comes to your mind is, it's amazing how loud it is outside. And as you walk in, you notice the problem is that the windows are basically just oiled paper. So they don't have proper windows, and it's exactly as loud inside. So there's no sound insulation whatsoever. It also smells like sour beer, which is what all taverns of this caliber smell like. And as you're walking in, the bartender, his name is Horst. And the headcanon guy here is Jason Mantzoukas, who is, he is on The Good Place, since we were talking about The Good Place earlier.
Eric.
Yes, this is Derek. So
Oh,
Derek
God.
is our bartender. So he's got this like wild bush of black hair, and he's just, every time he's pouring a beer, he's like pushing it back like this and running his hands down his big
Those
apron.
wild eyes.
Just
Now that
so
you-
wild.
Described him as your face claim. How he acted last session makes perfect sense.
Yeah, thank you. I will take that as a compliment.
Because
So
it's perfect.
there are a lot of people in here. The place is set up so that the front bar, where Horst is busily pouring people beers, is staying very active. There are tables that are pretty full up where people are just like, they're telling stories, they're boasting, they're hitting each other. There's coins like passing over the tables. There's dice being rolled. But then there's an area over here to, let's say, the bar's left and your right, where there are two people that have a table all to themselves. It is dead quiet in that corner, and no one is walking over there. These two people, they are very important. They have important headcanon people. So let's figure out where I put them. Dun. Yep. So one of them is a blonde lady with her hair pulled back into like kind of a big gathered ponytail. She looks like Laura Dern in Little Women. So
Incredible.
yes, she's very powerful, obviously a force, and she looks angry at everyone, but she's just like putting her eyebrow down a little bit. She's not doing much to anyone. The other guy here is bald on top of his head, very clean goatee, wearing like the jerkin with the doublet over it. I'm not sure I got that right. Anyways, he's wearing a white shirty type thing with a brownish vesty type thing, and he is visibly carrying several knives and looks like he would like to use them. And he's just scowling at everybody. And this is the table that is all by itself.
Can I wink at Laura Dern? Because it's your fault that
Yeah.
you told me about her.
What do you mean my fault? I did that on purpose. So
I took the
anyways.
bait. I always do.
winking is a free action. You can wink all you want.
Thank you.
So-
But how powerful is the wink, I guess?
Let's see. Is there a thing we can roll for wink? Let's see. Roll for
Seduction.
wink.
Let me roll
Yep.
seduction.
Go ahead and do that while you're rolling seduction and my dog barks in the background.
17.
Isla,
Mm,
yeah, it's a good wink.
that's a good wink.
Yep. There's some power there.
Yeah.
Power wink.
Yep. I'll let chat determine what a 17 comes out to in terms of wink. But while we're doing that, Scylla, when Horst sees you, he kind of like goggles, takes the beer he's pouring, puts it down on the counter, and someone's like trying to get another one. He like slaps him on the cheek and just walks out from behind the bar over towards you. Okay, where do you want to set up?
Whatever's best for you, Horse, my friend.
Just
These are my...
tell me and I'll just move some people.
And I think she notices how the quietness of that bar, of the table. Over there, I like a quiet area to work.
That is not a good idea.
Well,
How
why
about
not?
how about over there?
No, I think I like the feeling, the aura of that area.
Yes, powerful.
Oh.
It's like a musk.
I need a good musk to work.
Okay, maybe like a little bit closer to the door, but not there.
Horse, I am the entertainment tonight. I need this to work.
Scylla. Look, it's Scylla, right? Did I get that right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. They're kind of bad news. I wouldn't go near them. They're
Who
gonna
are they?
not like that.
Who are they?
What?
Who are they?
Sorry, I have to switch back to my NPC sheet real quick. Look, just okay. The lady's name is Sina. The guy's name is Gedry. They're bad news, okay?
What kind of bad news? Like murder people bad news, or steal things from people bad news?
Probably more the second one than the first one, but like if you wanted to make some money here in town and you didn't care about where the money came from, you'd want to be on their good side.
She like raises an eyebrow to Maggie about, take remember that. Just
I literally already don't remember their names, so please tell me them again.
We can do this many times. It's Cena, is
Cena.
Laura Dern, and Gedry.
Getry?
By the way, Gedry, yes.
Getry.
Gedry.
Gedry.
Gedry is Hector Elizondo from the Princess Diaries. He's the
Oh,
Mater D
goodness.
guy, or like the what I mean.
Oh,
The
yeah,
guy who
yeah.
teaches
No,
her
he's the
everything.
bodyguard.
He's
Yeah.
the bodyguard.
He's not a Mater D in that
he
movie.
is
I don't
in.
know.
He
I
is
didn't say
in
the word.
Pretty
And
Woman.
Pretty Woman, yeah.
He's in Pretty
There we
Woman.
go.
Yeah, he's great. Oh, man.
All right.
I want to be friends with them.
That's
I just
right.
say
I got all
that
the best
because
face claims for
I
this
don't
one.
have my notebook with me, so KDP is taking notes this session.
I have a spreadsheet for later on. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We got this all covered.
Say Laura Dern's name one more time.
Again, you have access to the spreadsheet.
Do
It is
I?
Cena. Yeah,
Cena?
it's the same
Yeah, I
I
spreadsheet.
have a
all you
lot
use.
going on my monitor.
No, it's
Cena.
good. I'm just picking on
Um,
everything.
Well, a horse. I mean, I want to entertain your most discerning customers, and these two seem like they're very discerning.
Yeah. But they don't want you messing with their business. I mean,
I'm not going to mess with their business. I'm going to give them very beautiful background music. If anything, I'm going to make their business even more desirable.
All right, you're the professional. Do the show. Have fun. Don't get stabbed inside.
Oh, so like stabbed outside. Oh, all right. I'll
That's
make-
fine. Go ahead. Yeah, you could get stabbed.
No
I mean,
blood on your floor. I understand. That's a very.
I don't
that's
want
a-
to clean up.
Blood is
That's
very
correct.
difficult to get out of clothing and things.
Yes, it's a
know
prerequisite
what?
for many places. It's in a lot of contracts.
You know what? If you find out that you're really having a lot of trouble with blood, I clean it up a lot. I've got kind of like a way I can handle it. If you guys are interested,
Why would you clean
love to
up
hear
the
about it.
blood? The blood
he
gives the
points.
place
He gestures at
character.
everything all around him. He's like, "This is why I clean up blood."
Character.
Oh, that's what you meant. No. Okay.
I think Silas sets up not like in a overwhelmingly close place beside them, but she does set up like they can definitely hear her, and she lets Maggie and Thren sit close to her because I think it's very obvious Maggie probably wants to know what the fuck is going on with those two. Those automatically set out Silas, oh, Maggie's interested alarms. And so like she performs a couple of songs, tells some stories, does like a couple of dance, like a song, like uproarious songs where people can dance and have fun, and then does a couple of ballads, and it's probably like a couple of maybe 2 hours worth of stuff, and then she lets it automatically die down, and that's her show.
Awesome. Okay, it's going to go very well, and you're going to get what you want. The first thing I want to know that's going to happen here is who is going to be in charge of handling the vibe of your crew? I feel like that's a Sila thing.
Oh yeah.
So, what are you trying to communicate to these people who are at the table near you who are possibly criminals?
That we're just cool, fun-loving chicks. Just
Okay. So we want a
that
very
we're like you
casual.
can that we're cool. We're fun to have a drink with, basically, Hans.
We're not gonna rat
yes.
them out. We're not
Yeah,
cops.
As far as they know, we might be criminals too. They don't know.
Right. So we are trying to establish that you are not a rival gang. You are possibly some people they would like to grab a drink with later.
Yeah, exactly. And like
All right,
wait till they see Thren all dressed up. Come on, like they're gonna
Okay.
love us.
What skill do you feel like this falls under? Is this a charisma skill? So you can use
Yes,
that plus
because
2?
I'll get a +2 to it.
Yes, I'm in the same boat here. I agree with this. So let's make a charisma roll to show everybody how cool your gang is.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Do I need to put the actual like plus sign, or do I just put 2?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm gonna put.
We can do this as many times as it takes to get it right. So that probably wasn't it.
I don't think that was right, so I'm just gonna put in a 2.
That seems much more like a Sila roll.
Yeah.
So with that, your vibe has been established. Your crew is officially cool.
Oh wait, I also get a +1 to that because they're human, correct?
They are human.
So it'll be a 23.
Okay, nice. So you have officially established that you are cool and they should hang out with you. Let's talk about what happened during the performance. Do we have things that Maggie or Thren were trying to get across?
Thren definitely gets the blood removal notes from the barkeep because just hanging out with Lupa there's a lot of it, so she needs to be able to know how to handle the laundry on occasion. So
I do love how this is the episode where we bag on Lupo whenever they're not around. We just say the meanest stuff. So that's great.
No, we love Lupa.
this is for Lupa, so that way Lupa doesn't have to walk around in like blood-stained clothing into town.
Because they don't bathe. That's our other subtext here,
No.
right?
Listen, we
Blood
never
stains so
actually said
easily,
that.
I would know.
We didn't
Okay,
actually say that.
He actually uses white wine that has turned into a vinegar, and so that is, the bad white wine that's been aired too long in the tavern becomes stain removal. I don't know if this is actually a great tip, but it's about as close as this guy's going to get.
That's great.
Yeah, I just take notes. It's good to have various methods in case you can't get the stain out the first time.
Sure.
I think for Maggie, recognizing a fellow ne'er-do-well, she's trying to communicate that she's totally open for hire and, other things. Whatever.
So-
super cash. Keena's
Let's
judging
talk
me
about-
so hard.
I hope so. I hope there's also like some private messages going on where you're getting extra judged. What are we using as our, this is a good vibe check here? Like charisma again?
What's our vibe check?
Yeah, what's the vibe check scale? I mean, I'm not really sure.
I don't know. I feel like for this in particular, it's more, I don't know. I don't know that it's necessarily charisma based
Okay.
as
that's
much as
fair,
it is
that's fair.
like intelligence or like something shady.
Oh, like business?
Streetwise.
Or
Streetwise.
streetwise?
How about that?
Streetwise would be good. Let's try that.
Definitely. Streetwise.
Crit! God, I'm amazing. Just amazing. What is the crit fumble button? Where is it?
Yeah,
It's a
It's on the
button.
right.
It's on the sheet over to the right. Yeah.
Is it?
got the little
So you've got that
starburst.
quick action. Yeah.
We have so many things. Oh, there it
The
is.
sheet is still just a blessing.
Yeah, it really is. 28.
Okay. So, I feel like there's a lot of subtext to these sort of criminal interactions where just having the correct kind of placement is as important as it is really talking about it. So, this lady, whose name is so close to Silas, but is not, it's Cena,
Cena.
Is-
Cena.
is looking at you.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
She's looking at you. You're looking like off into the distance. They clearly make some sort of transaction with another person. And while the Gedry, the man, is talking to the person who's transacting with them, she's looking at you the whole time, just to catch how you're going to
She
deal with
looking
this.
like on, like,
She's making fierce eye contact with you the whole time if you look in her direction.
This is great. I'm
This is
very
like
happy.
if you see me do this, what are you going to do in response? She's just watching how you're going to handle it all. And they go through the whole thing, and the guy slides something across the table. The customer walks off, still just fierce eye contact the whole time. And when you don't do anything, she gives you a raised chin, like so, and
Like
then goes back to talking to her partner, and they don't discuss you any further.
That was hot.
Would you like
So-
another beer?
What? Yes. What?
I asked if you wanted another beer? Another
Right.
ale, drink?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's go to the end of the performance now. Scylla has officially finished what's going on. You have, what is your busking tool? Where do you collect money?
She has a case for her heart that she wears like on her back, like strapped, sideways along her body, and that's where she collects money.
Okay, so it's really full. I mean, 64 crowns is probably a lot, and these people are probably paying in smaller denominations and so forth. So you have like a big shopping bag full of money you've got to carry around.
Yeah, I think she picks it up, and Scylla is, despite being very much full of herself, she's a very generous person, and I think she goes and gives 10 crown to Horst, and she sets it on the bar, and she just says, "I appreciate your wonderful venue, Horst. Thank you for being a wonderful host for the night."
He puts his hand on it and pushes it back towards you. He goes, "No, you did fine. Everything's great. Do you want to come back tomorrow? Are you doing anything tomorrow?"
I already have a previous engagement, and then we'll be moving on.
Okay, what about the day after that? How about just keep it in mind if you want to come back.
Like I said, we're moving on. But if I'm ever in the area again, I will make sure I come here. It is a beautiful place.
Thanks, but yeah, anytime you want to come and play, you can come and play. It's better in the evenings. There's basically nobody here during the day. They're all drunk, but the evening is pretty good. And yeah.
Well, it was lovely meeting you.
It was nice working one day and not feeling like I wanted to just die the whole time. So thanks for that.
Oh, all right. She's gonna awkwardly turn around and look at Maggie and grin. But then we should go and get your
Yeah,
things.
yeah. After you.
Yeah, good. Goodbye, horse.
Does Cena, if I walk by on my way out, does she slip me anything?
Gidry actually moves around you so that you're somewhat blocked from leaving for a second. And Cena then turns and looks at you and says, "So what's your deal?"
Like, maybe pick a topic. I mean, I'm not sure if you're asking me if I'm like into ladies or into killing or thievery. So
I feel like that was kind of your play there. What are you doing tonight?
maybe killing a wolf, but otherwise pretty free. Pretty free.
North Road, midnight.
Should I bring anything in particular?
Maybe a fast horse. Otherwise, you can ride with me.
Cool. All right.
Okay, then. And she turns away, and Gidry moves out of your way, so you can leave if you want to.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go.
The very minute they're outside, Silo just stops and is like, "What the absolute fuck was that?"
Keep walking, keep walking.
No!
Just keep walking.
Okay. She's gonna keep walking, but she's freaking out.
What? Why?
That was weird.
What was weird? Just fellow attractive woman recognized another attractive woman wanted to.
Midnight fast horse. We don't even have. Do we have horses?
No, but I got another ride, so.
I don't think we were all invited.
I'm not going. I don't want to go.
It's all right. I mean, we promised. I promised Rosen we'd be visiting with him in Lupa right after this. Anyways, I was thinking as well, and after getting the information on the blood removal method, I think Thrin just knocked back a few drinks and enjoyed her time there, and so she's feeling pretty good. She's like, I was thinking maybe I shouldn't change before we fight the wolf, potentially, just in case it gets, dirty again. I'm just gonna wash my face real quick.
It's a very smart idea, actually.
Yeah, just leave the dress. I think it might be a lost cause anyway. Just be a minute. Get cleaned up real quick.
You just run over to the well and wash your face off. Is
Yeah.
that the idea here? Okay.
All right.
And you start heading down the road out of town in the direction that you've seen the wolves appear.
And
So-
I'll re-summon my staff once we're out of town, because I would have dismissed it going back into town just to be able to down
Sounds
low.
good. Yeah. So let's talk about Lupa. Lupa Rosent, first off, is entirely intimidated by you and has said almost nothing the entire time that he's been standing around now, just kind of freezing to death out here. What kind of preparations have been made?
Mostly Lupa has been keeping an eye out. I think don't know if there's any traps that are happening. Maybe because it's a fairly open space in that not in between no man's land between town and the forest. I think they're trying not to show that they're waiting for the wolf because that would be a bad look. And would potentially scare off the wolf to another direction, which would be bad. So
Okay.
they have hidden themselves somewhere.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's like around a corner, or have you done some sort of blind situation so you can keep yourself concealed?
I think it's kind of I'm still just thinking about this as freaking flat grassland, so
Flat, yeah. Mostly farmland that's already been picked clean, and then you get into town, and then there's a lot of houses, but you're on the main road.
yeah. And I don't think they want the wolf to get that close if it does come. So
Yeah. So do you think you're outside the town then?
yes.
Okay, got it. So with all that, the good news is the wind has been very favorable for you tonight. So it's all blowing across sideways, not in the direction of the wolves coming or going towards you. So that's all been pretty beneficial. And you've got a pretty flat space, but it's just like over a raise. You're just behind a raise. So you can keep yourself pretty concealed.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're doing. And they're just keeping
Yeah.
an eye out. Probably they don't say a word to Rosens because they don't need to, other than to just be like, go over there, keep an eye out, keep your head down.
He's sitting on the ground with his like knees up, sitting down position, and he's holding his spear across his lap in kind of a casual position.
Very casual. Super not intimidated.
Super not. So at some point, which is about the time that we've got Scylla and Thrin and Maggie, well, not Maggie, Scylla and Thrin walking up the road towards you, your Witcher medallion begins to vibrate.
Are we
So, no.
Yeah, so people should know that the Witcher medallion vibrates around cursed things and monsters. Lupa's cursed, so is Maggie. So there's
What?
always a level of
Buzzing.
vibrations going around. So just as people would know.
Hans, is this midnight or before midnight?
This is a little tiny bit before midnight.
Ah, shit, I gotta go.
That's right. That's right. There's so many conflicting decisions being made here. So with this, like if you're doing some quick math in your head, you're thinking, okay, well, if a wolf had to run all the way into town and it's not quite midnight yet, this is around that time.
Okay.
So, yep, the medallion is doing a little bit of vibrating at this point now, and about 30 minutes down the road, maybe less than that, maybe like 15 minutes down the road, are your friends who are finished enjoying their evening. Let's say 15 minutes, I like that.
Okay.
I'm looking for Lupa and Rosen.
I don't see him. Do you?
Oh, Lupa's very good at being camouflaged on these types of things. I figure we'll probably spot Rosen first.
So you are still at that part where you're walking through the road of town and nothing in sight. So Lupa, how are things going over at your area?
Lupa now very much focused on the trail ahead towards the forest, and they have unsheathed Cam, which is their steel sword right now, but they're keeping an eye out on how much the medallion vibrates and if they should be pulling out Dergluad, which is their silver sword. Yes, I gave my sword fancy names.
Why would you not give your sword fancy names?
I gave my knives really dumb names, so.
I think everyone has the right to name their weapons whatever they want. Good choice.
Yeah, so I wanna see if I can see something coming.
Yeah, I'm taking a look really quick because as I recall, you don't get a really good direction sense from this medallion.
No, I think it's just something's coming.
Yeah, it's just there is something happening. So that's what you've got right now, is that there is something happening. You don't seem to really get any sort of direction to it. And in the distance, you start seeing like some of the little stalks of high grass moving like this, like where you see that furrow being driven through the earth as something runs forward very quickly. Whatever's coming at you is big and singular.
All right, silver sword coming out.
Yeah, so it's just like it's parting the grass, it's running. As it's getting closer, it's definitely that very large black colored wolf that you saw earlier. And it is going full tilt. It is like the size of a small bear, not really the size of a large wolf.
Cool. I think Looper's gonna not stand up, but like settle themselves into a crouching position, basically, with Derek Lewid out, and kind of looks over to Rose and sees how he's doing.
He's looking at you like, should I stand up? Should I get my spear? Kind of thing. And he's got his spear up now, and he's like, okay, I'm looking at you. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine.
Okay. And Looper is waiting the time for when this wolf is gonna go right past them before, like, basically leaping up and getting in his way. Essentially, that's the idea.
Got it. So I'm going to pop away for 1 second to do a bio. While I'm doing that, I want to point out two things. Number one, if Scylla and Thrin want to make an awareness check, they might catch this if it's really good. And number two, Laura Dern is trending on Twitter, which I think that has been caused. I think Lauren did that all by herself.
I did it.
Single-handedly.
It was all me, baby.
I'll be
Right.
right
Do we
back.
want to do a quick break then?
Sure. Let's go to break.
Sure.
I know how to do this. Let's
We'll do a
bio.
quick break. We'll be back in a couple.
BRB. We back, baby.
All right.
I did want to
So-
roll an awareness, Hans, to see if I
Yeah.
saw anything.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's
same.
do silence.
Because
Thrin doing
we're trying to
awareness.
we're trying to spot our friends. So
Oh, can I use a reroll on that?
Sure.
Not
Well,
much better.
Improved.
I did get a little bit better.
You
One point.
looked harder, a little bit harder, and it didn't really do
You
much.
squinted just a little bit more.
I would say that at the point you both are at, you are aware now of Rosent being the guy standing
Okay.
there with the spear. Like, there's clearly a man standing in the middle of the street with a spear, quite a ways
I'll
outside
give
of
him
town.
away.
They're not looking in your direction, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, then I'll just pick up the pace a bit to now that I've spotted him, head that way.
Yeah, you all can try to hurry. So, with that, this wolf is running at you at a very fast pace. It's not stopping for anything nearby, just heading your direction, heading in your direction. Lupa, what do you want to do?
Lupa is preparing to strike just as this wolf gets to the ridge that they're hiding under.
I'm going to make a roll real quick, which is, of course, totally non-consequential, has
Nope.
nothing behind it, what could happen, everything's fine. So Rosent turns and goes, "Is it a silver sword?"
Lupa's just like, yes, what?
He goes, "But my spear's not silver. What am I, is this,
This will be fine. Just,
is it going to be all right? Am I going to be okay?"
yes. You'll
So-
be fine.
All right, do I do anything special? Just
Just hit it.
Okay, I've done this before. So with that, we are now at a point where I think we are going to make an initiative roll,
Cool.
which I think we have a button for on the sheet.
Yes.
Have
Yes,
fun,
there
y'all.
is.
I'm rooting for you.
16.
16. I guess technically I should have initiative for Rosent. It could be a thing. All right. And what about our lovely wolf? They are going to need initiative roll 2.
Big,
What is
big
the wolf's
wolfy boy.
reflexes? Ooh,
Wolfy
it's not that
boy.
bad. It could be worse.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and look, I mean, technically it's a fumble.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let me subtract from that. Oh wow. Okay, so the wolf go. Wow. That seems
Okay.
weird.
Not today.
Slow
Wolf.
on the uptake.
To be fair, the wolf has one interest in anything. I don't really think it matters. Like, it's going last.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it does go negative last. Yes, the
It
wolf.
goes
The wolf
negative
is.
last.
It's going back in time. It's going so slowly. Yep. I don't see anything here that says that you fumble on it, but what are you gonna do? It has clearly happened. Okay. In the distance, we have Thrin and Scylla. You've noticed all this is going on. We're going to kind of like do back row initiative because we know what Lupa's going to do. Lupa's going to do something cool with a sword. So in the back row, you notice now, you can see the glint of Lupa's silver sword as it gets raised up. And you can see Rosent is like really readying the spear as something black crests the hill.
Ooh.
So there's definitely something going down.
Just elbow. You see that?
Is that's her? That's the. Oh no.
It's
Oh,
big. Yup.
we should run. We should and for once not away from it, we should probably help them.
Yep. Agreed. Move towards them.
Okay.
Yeah, that Sila's running with Bren.
Okay, so you will get closer. So that's happening.
Mhm.
While that's all happening, let's talk about what Lupa's going to do. So there is a very large, it's a warg, it's definitely not a wolf, that basically jumps up and is running. It doesn't even seem to be focused on you. It's just going in this direction, and you're standing in its way.
Yep. I would like to stop it with my sword, please and thank you.
Let's do that. So now you have to
Okay.
do a rolling thing. So I have the flow chart open. So let's kind of
Okay.
figure out what we want to do. Are
Yeah.
you aiming for a part of this wolf?
No, I am just trying to hit it.
Okay, so you need to roll your weapon attack, and we need to figure out what the wolf's defense number is here.
Okay. I think I can roll from quick weapon buttons.
There is no better way to find out. I think we will just find out.
Oh no, that's damage. So let me go back and swordmanship. I want to do a.
Yeah, are we doing a fast attack or a quick attack or a strong attack?
I think this is going to be strong.
as I'm trying to basically get it off course and
Okay.
to focus on me.
So you
I
will
don't-
double your damage,
Cool.
but
there
you
will be-
are a. Go ahead.
Yeah. No extra action. I'm using my silver sword. My target location's random. No additional mods, I assume?
Correct, because you're a School of the Wolf Witcher, so you get strong attacks for free.
Yeah. 16.
All right, let's see how the wolf does. So the warg has some number for defense. Do. Okay, it's at a +6. So this is technically possible. Okay, I need to roll a roll in there. Okay, so you beat it by 5. So
Okay.
that's not a crit, but it is a hit.
Cool. Do you want me to reroll damage?
Let's see. Do I want you to reroll damage? No,
Or
I'm
just
fine
use
with it
that
if
one?
You like the damage if you've got. Let's see. We didn't do a crit. We're rolling the weapon damage, which we've already got. Silver, I do not believe does extra damage against wargs.
Okay.
I don't see anything there that says silver. So with that, we have not determined the body location. So would you like to... Did you get that as part of your roll?
Pardon?
Nope. You need to roll a body location. And it's just a d10.
Okay. 1.
Oh, you're going to hit it in the head.
Ooh, fun.
That does an additional 3 times damage.
Oof.
I like the part where the wolf lives, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, no.
The wolf has no armor because it is a wolf, not a tank. So what else have we got here? I think this is just going to hurt a lot. So you're multiplying your damage by 6, which is ridiculous. So
Yeah, so I should note that because it's not affected by silver, I have it automatically so that it is affected by silver. So the silver sword would only do, wouldn't do the full 46 that I have put in right now. It would only do 1d6, I believe.
okay. So do we want to just take the 4 that was the first of those 46?
Yes, I will do that.
So we've got the 4, which we're multiplying by 6. So you are hitting this wolf. I'm going to say you're going to have to describe where you're hitting it as it runs by. Do you want to go ahead and be gruesome?
I won't go into too much detail, but yeah, I think you see the silver sword catch that glint of the moonlight before it hits right into probably right where neck and head meets. And
it is a
just-
mighty blow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the wolf, it makes a gurgle sound, and it like turns and wheels around towards you, like its whole body was moving past you, so it's kind of like spinning in place. And as it turns and looks towards you, you can see it's bleeding onto the ground, and that's probably enough of that. But it's looking right at you now, and its eyes seem somewhat like dazed and unfocused. And of course, now I've got to have Rosen get in there and do something. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to say that he's going to roll at this. It's got a 13, and we know with the wolf's defense, yeah, he's going to hit it. So now we've got to roll a hit location for Rosent, because you know he didn't aim. He's got a 5. That is a torso, which is just 1 times damage. So that's all fine. And let's figure out what a spear's damage is. Number of things I should have looked up before we begin combat. Spear. 3d6, wow. Well, all hail the brave hero Rosent, who, when you turn around, you've already like almost cut the warg's head off. He just rushes in and stabs towards its torso with the spear, and the warg goes, "Oh!" and it stops and falls down on the ground.
How close are we when this happens?
Not close, but you did see
Okay.
everything happen.
Oh, cool.
The hero Rosen to Dorian.
Yeah.
And he's just standing there with the spear. What do I do now?
Lupa just puts up their hand and kind of just like, kind of like maybe get away from the wolf so you're not right there by the freaking giant paws. They don't say that, but
he just like withdraws a spear and backs up a little bit.
Lupa's watching to see if it's dead or if...
Nothing else happens with the wolf.
Okay. Lupa's gonna just go up and investigate it.
Okay. It is a large and expired wolf.
Yes, thank you. Lupa's checking for basically any form of magical interference or like anything that would cause this wolf to go and do this.
Okay.
They were hoping to not kill the thing right away, but that happens. So
You shouldn't roll so well. That was that was a lot.
listen,
On the one hand, you said, "Look, I want to do a strong attack." On the other hand, you're like, "But I didn't want to kill it." Hey, it's our first Witcher combat. Now we know.
yep.
So good at killing things.
So yeah, with that, let's see. What kind of role do you think is appropriate for this? Do you think this is Witcher training, or do you think this is something else?
Witcher training very specifically monsters and stuff, so I don't. It would work. I don't know if it's the best skill, but I'm not sure if there's any other skills that would.
I was thinking if it
better.
involves magic or curses or anything like that. That's kind of the Witcher bag. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that is Witcher stuff. Yeah, Witcher training then sounds appropriate. Witcher training. No, I don't have. 24.
24. That sounds like a Witcher roll. That's very good. So with that, this warg, you're like looking at it and how its body is formed and so forth. The musculature all looks like abnormally swollen, enhanced, and so forth. This wolf looks like it got juiced up. It doesn't look like it's always been a warg and everything's fine and like it's been acting naturally. It looks like this wolf has been pushed by some sort of preternatural force. So it does look to be enhanced. Maybe if somebody had actually worked on it directly, but you don't see any sort of like signs of injections or other magical treatments. Just the wolf is too big and too strong.
Wolf on steroids, alright.
Yeah, probably a good time for Thrin and Scylla to run up as you're examining at this point.
Great job, you two. We saw what you did with the spear there, Rosen. You're very good with it.
He goes, yeah, thanks. Hi, Scylla.
Hello. You took care of that wolf like it was nothing. I mean, Lupa, you played a big part in that, of course. But...
No, really, Lupa did most of it, but I was here. Like you
What?
asked.
Played a big part in that.
It's a good thing you were. We would have been too late.
So was this the problem we were looking for? This is the wolf.
Well, it's the wolf, but I don't say that this is the root of the problem.
What do you mean?
Not naturally a warg, so probably a wolf. I don't know. Got exposed to something, or something. Someone exposed it to something. Made it this
I don't think
size.
someone intentionally did this to the wolf, do you?
I don't know. Do you know anything about places of power doing this to natural creatures?
Would I know? I think that's a mage. Maybe like either a Null, an education, or a magic training?
This is a magic training roll.
Okay, cool. I will.
It's time for some magic training.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Why am I fumbling so much on everything? Alright. So
Thank you, friend, for donating and giving us
Yes.
rerolls.
that's much better.
So much better. Okay. So there are a lot of spells that you're not supposed to learn because they're bad and they would do bad things to things.
Mhm.
anything that falls into the realm of making a monster out of a creature is the sort of thing you're not really supposed to be learning as
Yeah.
part of the, what is it, Brotherhood of Sorcerers at this point in time. So yeah, so this is definitely a bad kind of spell if it's a spell.
Right. I don't think this is the place of power. His influence seems more like ill looked upon magics.
Also, if it's happening day after day, it might be
Mhm.
something that's more of a ritual than like a single cast spell.
Ooh. It might even be a ritual.
So why would someone want to make this wolf into this creature to just kill normal folk?
Not sure.
Rosand,
Yeah.
do you know if all of the victims who've been murdered so far by this creature, do you know if they were all human?
Oh, I think so. Bark, bark, bark.
There's a dog running by.
The town dogs are freaking out.
Someone has knocked on my front door. This is not something we do.
And Thrin will give a look to
I will be right back.
Lupa. Yeah. Well, when we were in the forest, there were signs of not sure how old or how recent, but potential Scoia'tael activity. If they had a magic user, perhaps that's their thing.
So we found out, yes, all the victims have been human. There aren't that many elves in town, they said. There are a few dwarves.
Mm-hmm. We did see signs of Scoia'tael in the forest, so that could be perhaps what it's doing, or that, or someone in town is just very bloodthirsty.
Be strange if it's a Scoia'tael, but
It doesn't really seem their style, but you never know. People, these are strange times.
at least if it is, we have a way to talk. I'm a little concerned.
we
if
should-
it's
Follow these tracks to see if there's any residual ritual signs.
These
You
are
would-
fresh tracks. They could lead us somewhere
Else.
better, right?
Yeah. Where's Maggie?
Oh, she has
That's
a
the
thing.
perfect transition.
She has a little bit of a she like looks at Thrin. Date? Job
Date?
offer?
It seemed to be a bit of a date. She mentioned riding something.
Yes, a very when a fast horse was brought up and I pointed out that we don't have a horse, she did say that she could find something to ride, so
She did.
Lupa raises a brow.
She was making eyes at the woman just, right to the table next to ours. Like, there was some pretty intense eye contact going on there and some power winks.
I'm the guess that she's indisposed for that of the night.
I would assume so.
either indisposed or she might be killed, don't really know yet. Either way, indisposed works.
I would hope that wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
Well,
she has
I'm-
to.
I'm gonna say, Thrin, that if Maggie had to choose to go out, any way on the face of the planet, going out for that woman, it's how she would choose. You should have seen her, Lupa. She was gorgeous.
Right.
Well, I might want to start checking these tracks while they're still fresh.
Of course. Do you want to come with us, Rosand?
Rosant is holding a spear, looking at Scylla. Yes, I would be happy to walk with you all, keep you safe and company.
Oh, thank you.
Did you hear a song, Rosant?
Yes.
I'll go really quietly. I'll just a little hum. She'll just like whistle, hum a tune, and keep her distance from Lupa so she doesn't distract them.
Mm-hmm.
So as you all walk off towards Brokalon once again, on the north road in town, Maggie is standing in the crossroads. Or maybe something else. What's Maggie doing?
You know, waiting off on the side, all stealthy like, waiting for Cena? Nailed it.
Cena. Yep.
Nailed it.
Cena, criminal princess. All right, so she, as you're standing off to the side in the cloaked shadows, see, I'm glad I let you describe it. My way sounded boring. Cena rides up at a fast clip, like she's galloping down the street, and just like rears the horse up right here in front of you and says, "Come on, get on."
You want me to get in front or in back?
Figure it out. Come on.
Oh, I get in front then.
All right. So you are in front, and she just like cracks the reins and starts riding off. She's not really going as fast now. It seems like maybe she was trying to show off a little bit. This dog is in trouble.
There are dogs all over the road.
I know, it's just like this whole town is all dogs. So with that, Cena keeps riding up the street. She's like looking over your shoulder as she's riding. It says, "All right, just, you're my backup. Be discreet."
Yeah, I'm really good at that.
She like pulls the horse to a stop. You're out in front of a large manor house. It's not one you've been to before. And she gets down off the horse.
Yeah, I'm following her. I'm not asking questions.
She's just like looking at you and then walks up the way. There's no guards at this side door that she walks up to. And she taps on the frame with the back of her hand like this. Her other hand right now is right here at her waist, and she's holding onto a dagger. So where are you positioning yourself?
Probably like behind her. Is she a lefty or a righty?
She's got the dagger in her left hand. The door is going to open swinging inward, so she'd be able to like stab right into this door when it opens up if she needs to.
Okay, I'll stand behind her right shoulder. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And are you going to be visible from the door frame, or are you trying to stand outside?
Stand outside.
Cool. Okay, so the door opens just a little crack, and you see the side of someone's head. They've got dark hair, very olive skin tone, and like stubble right here. They're taller than Cena, and they put their hand out. They've got a little coin purse in it. She takes that with her right hand, puts it behind her back, puts something in their hand, and they just nod and close the door. And she takes her hand off her knife and looks at you. Okay, let's get out of here.
Could I tell what was exchanged?
That's a good question. You've got all sorts of cool skills for this. What are we going to use?
Sure I do. I know things.
You know stuff.
I know things and stuff and things. Let's see. Well, there is this thing, I don't know if this would just be like awareness or streetwise or something, but there's also gang boss, weak spot, to identify the target's most valued possession. I don't know that this is necessarily that, but that's another option besides awareness or deduction.
Okay. I could see you making a deduction roll. I could see you making a streetwise roll, since this is something you've possibly done before.
Cool.
If you want to roll weak spot in general against this person, against Cena, you can do that too.
Cool. I think I will do that separately after. I'll do streetwise for this.
Okay. Cool.
20.
Nice. So it's small. It's something that fit in the hand, and if you had to guess, it's either drugs or something magic.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then... So I'm rolling against her deceit.
Yep.
And I'm rolling with empathy, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what is that? Oh, that's a save.
Yeah.
Are you trying to roll one of your... Are you trying to roll one of your special skills in your
Yeah.
tree? So on the
Oh, I
profession
see
skill,
it.
just
Thank
roll
you.
the skill. Yeah, it should tell you. You should be able to set what the skill is and everything.
There
Yep.
we go.
Okay.
11.
Because that's a straight empathy roll for you.
Right.
What is your empathy, by the way? Lauren?
7.
Okay. And so I'm feeling like maybe I've set this a little high, but we're going to go for it. It's probably not going to work just
Yeah.
because you're rolling a flat 0 on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a little guarded.
Yeah.
And in this case, she knows you're right there watching her. It just,
Mhm.
She didn't really expose herself in a big way.
Cool. I'm good with that.
So, yeah. So that's done. And she walks back to the horse. She's much slower paced now. Everything is slowed down a lot in terms of her like demeanor and how she's moving. And she turns towards you. She's still got her hand on the knife at this point, by the way.
Mhm.
She says, "Okay, good job."
You seem like you were worried.
No, I'm testing you out.
So I passed.
You're still standing.
I really feel like part of this is that she doesn't want me to ask questions, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, so of course she's flexing on you, and she says at this point, well, if you hadn't passed, then she points up like this, and you turn and look across the street where you see Gedry is standing, and he like pulls a crossbow up where it was pointing at you and waves. So there's that at least.
Great.
So, you gonna be in town for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Always use another good set of hands.
My hands are very good.
She gets back up on the horse, puts her hand out towards you.
Oh my god, yes. I'm gonna get on there.
Right. So with that, I guess we go back to the wolf people, because, we've got lines and bales. We're just going to let all that happen.
Yes!
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me, he said.
Okay. So back in the forest, about this time, you've all walked back into the Brokilon, and you're finding yourselves back in front of that same exact oak tree. There are sounds from within. It's
Like people sounds?
like discomfort and some sort of like growling and snarling and pawing of dirt.
Oh.
Well, Lupa would like to check it out.
Sounds good. Are you going to crawl into the cavern?
I guess so. I guess this is what's happening now.
Okay. I guess I should point out we do have the big opening that Maggie has gone through, and then we have the tiny little hole that you all have pushed your way through to get onto the place of power.
Is the hole that Lupa's going through, and then the one that we went through on top? They're in different locations, right?
Yeah, they're in different locations. One's behind the tree and a little ways back, but they're connecting to the same underground burrow.
Yeah.
Can Scylla go around to the? Or is Lupa going to the main one, like the one that?
Lupa's going through the main one.
Okay, can Scylla go around to the one on top and just like try to listen and like I guess give some kind of backup?
Yeah, sure. So you go over there, and Rosent is standing near you with his spear, and you're trying to hear at the hole, and you hear like and some pawing of dirt. And Lupa, you're going in through the front.
Mm-hmm.
Are you attempting any stealthing or anything like that? Or
Yes.
just going in.
I would like to be quiet, please.
Let's do that.
Cool. Still. Which is somewhere. There. Okay. 15.
Okay. And you stealth your way in. There is one wolf inside. And this wolf is snarling and rolling around on the ground and like pawing at the earth and so forth, because it seems to be gaining mass very rapidly.
Cool.
So there's
It's-
like some, yeah.
It is just this wolf, nobody else in here.
One wolf. None of the other wolves are here, and the fur on the wolf is like darkening and blackening, and its body is twisting a little bit and popping and growing a little bit.
Any signs of a ritual within this cavern that was just recently cast?
That's a great question. So your medallion is vibrating a little bit again because you are close to something happening. But if you had to measure this against what you felt earlier, you would actually say it's probably weaker rather than stronger.
Okay. Where's Thrin?
That's a great question.
Probably not too far behind you. I'm probably standing there with Rosent.
Well, so Rosent is standing very prominently next to Scylla. So
Oh,
over
okay.
on the other end, and
Well,
over by the hole.
then I would be at like the cave entrance behind Lupa. It's
Okay.
probably like a good 15 feet back.
Yeah, and there's no sign of other wolves. There's just this one wolf, and over in the corner is that place of power that you visited now.
Yeah. And Lupa backs up a little bit just so that they can talk to Thrin without, hey, wolf from here.
It's changing.
Yeah, I want to come in a little closer if it doesn't seem if I haven't heard swing yet, and I'm gonna examine it to see if this was a ritual and if there's any signs of a ritual having been cast here recently.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that's a magic training roll.
I think that's fair. Yeah. The magic training rolls tonight.
You have
I'm
another
gonna-
reroll.
Reroll. Yeah, I do.
We have a
Oh.
blotch in our.
How? I don't think I've passed a training roll in the first try.
I think this says something about Thrin as a magic user. She's very determined.
Perseverance.
That's right. Okay, so whatever's happening, this is
A
more of
19.
like, this is the end product, not the place where the spell is being cast. So something is
Not the
happening here.
place where the spell is being cast.
Right, and maybe they found some sort of interesting way of linking it to this place of power or this location, but yeah, it seems to be something that is targeting these wolves and not
Okay.
right here.
I'm gonna look for the tracks from where this wolf came from, maybe.
Okay.
See if I can
you try to
see-
make a wilderness survival roll if you want to do that.
I will try to make a wilderness survival roll. I'll just be like, it didn't happen here, it happened somewhere else.
Ooh, look at that.
24.
Okay. The wolf has a lot of tracks. It's going around, and you find places it's been in the forest and so forth.
Especially
Yeah,
any
it-
non-wolf tracks as well.
Yeah, there's definitely some non-wolf tracks that cross its path here and there. People with booted feet and so forth, but nothing that makes like a really firm impression.
Uh-huh.
So maybe those are elves, or maybe that's Lorenz or something like that. Maybe it's another woods person.
Okay. I'm gonna just... Do they seem to just be crossing? Do they look about the same age, or do they seem to converge at a certain point?
I'm going to say we probably don't see anything converging. And,
Okay.
let me throw some magical theories so that my DM plots aren't too convoluted here.
Okay.
With something like this could be like curse or hex linked to this group of wolves.
Yeah.
And this might be something that's long-standing, has been going on for a while, rather than this wolf
and hasn't
suddenly
been
got changed
affecting
by
town
something.
till now.
Right, or there was a warg, so you didn't need another one until that one got dispatched. So now they're growing a new warg.
Interesting. Yeah, she'll go over and give those theories to Lupa.
Yeah, these are definitely the kind of magics that become forbidden by the Brotherhood for so many reasons.
yeah. We should probably not let it change fully. I'm afraid we should probably maybe see if this cave is cursed or something, because there was 6 of them Now there's 5, and if we kill this one, then there's going to be 4. That could be 4 more wargs.
Do you think this is reversible?
If it's a curse, not my area of expertise, but it's definitely not nice magic. Potentially reversible if it's a curse. Most are.
Do you want to make one more Witcher training roll here, Lupa? Or else maybe we can pull off the last one. What was the last one? It was
I mean, I could roll another one, but last one was a nope.
24.
Yeah, 24.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll off the last one.
'Kay.
So, based on where we're at right now, like you felt that previous impulse or the medallion vibrating, like, you know, there's some sort of space-time factor here, but it's possible that you were feeling whatever this ritual was being performed from the town or from wherever it was originating, and this is just the vehicle for whatever that spell is. It's got to have a wolf.
Can't
What are you
rule out
thinking?
if someone else cast a spell not in this location, then
It
we
wasn't here.
can't rule out the town.
It's definitely possible. It's a large place. Fairly easy to hide. Ritual thing.
I think up on the top of the cave, Silo looks up at Rosa and is just like, do you know any prominent magic users in town?
Magic users. Well, who did I just hear about? Well, there's a like a proper mage. What's her name? Aelin.
Aelin, right?
Aelin. Yeah, I think she's like from Aretuza and all that, like a proper mage. I have heard, but you're not supposed to know about that if you had something that you needed, help with and you want to talk to someone, I think there's a dwarf that does some alchemy if you needed something. He doesn't break any real rules, but
Do you know of any, Rosen, that might break rules? Just trying to cover all of our bases here.
I don't know too many magic people in town. I mean, those are the only two I can think of.
Any rumors that might have crossed your ears? I mean, you are the mayor's guard. I'm sure you hear all sorts of gossip.
I don't think there's that much magic stuff that happens in town. I'm thinking. I mean, there's always rumors about elves, but I think all the elves in town are just elves. I don't think they do magic.
All right. She's gonna climb down and just wait for Lupa and Thrin.
So let's say everybody reconnects here, outside of the wolf den.
She'll tell both of you about the mage and the dwarf that Rosen told her about.
Have I heard of this mage lady?
Have you heard of this mage lady?
Yeah, do I
let's
recognize
see.
the name Aelin?
Sure. You've got to have been around, right? There's got to be.
I've been around a while, a century and a half.
Yeah, Aelin is probably Aelin of Maribor, which is, I think, the capital city of Temeria.
Mm-hmm.
And she's an Aretuza trained sorceress who's known for being fairly good at alchemy.
Okay. Be like, I've heard of her before.
She's not terribly pleasant, as one would assume an Aretuza trained sorceress would be.
We could go speak with her if you like. See if she's not the one performing the magic. Maybe she provided some components for it. You need components for rituals, especially something like this. You wouldn't need just regular herbs and the like.
Rosen also said that the dwarf was competent in alchemy, so either one.
Seems like we need to talk to them both then, perhaps. Lovely.
Right.
And Lupa looks back towards the cave.
I know what you're thinking, but if we kill this one, I'd imagine another one's just going to follow in its footsteps.
Can you not tie it up or something, Lupa? Just
Trap
make
it for the night. See if we
trap
can
it.
reverse this.
I can try.
Rosen like grabs his face and says, okay, we should do that, right?
Yes.
Come on.
Okay. And you head into the den.
Mm-hmm.
So this wolf is pretty preoccupied at this point. So let's see how we abstract out a grappling type of situation. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Pin. While grappling, you can do a pin. You have to make a brawling check for this to happen.
Oh.
And it's going to be
Oh,
against
no.
the wolf dodging, escaping.
Okay.
After you make your check, Rosent will also make a check, because I feel like brawling is something he's more used to than actually steering.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you have points in brawling, Kiana?
Nope.
I actually do, which is the
Oh my
funny
god.
thing.
That totally makes sense.
Lupa's good with a sword.
Sila beat bopping in there. I got this.
I totally want to see this happen. Are we doing this? Is Sila going to tie up a wolf?
Sila
Yeah.
can try to pin a warg.
Yeah, let's do this. I'm on board.
I have one reroll left, so
I think Lupa's tried basically, I think, if anything, keeping the mouth away from people.
Yeah.
I think if Lupa explains that, Sila's just like, oh yeah, I got it. And she's like she'll push the jaws away and like try to loop her arm around the warg and like taking their advice, you know?
I love it.
I'll
Let's
do
roll
it. Heck yeah, I'll
Let's
fucking do it.
this.
So what is this? What do I do? Like a
Just roll
block, a
brawling, and I'm
parry,
gonna
a
roll.
fast strike, or what do I
Does it
do?
say pin in there? You're trying to do a pin.
It doesn't say pin. It
I
says
think you just roll the
charge.
brawling check.
It doesn't
Yeah,
have a
just-
thing. It
Just
Oh,
do
doesn't have a
just
thing
do
for that?
one of them.
Let me see,
Okay.
where's
Just-
there?
It-
Yeah.
disarm.
it's fast, strong, charge, joint, disarm, special move, block, parry.
Yeah. Let's do it just as. Let's see what happens if you click special move.
Okay. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Extra action, no. Unarmed. Target location, just random.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god! Roll that crit, jeez.
Holy shit.
Okay, well, let me pointlessly roll for this wolf to try to escape.
Sila fucking brawls.
No. So.
She's a
I guess
bard.
that's,
She brawls in taverns all the time.
Yeah, and the wolf, although strong and growing, is very distracted by this unexpected transformation. So with all that happening, you have now, what have you done? Are you like hog tying this wolf, or are you just like tying a rope around its neck?
I think we're
Pause.
probably hog tying it, yeah.
Like
Wow.
a bull at a rodeo. While they're
So
tying up, Thrin is going to try something. Thrin is going to try to dispel the effects of this ritual.
okay. Where do I look for this?
I'm just gonna click it in chat, see if it pops up the text.
Click in chat. Dispelling is a spell. Okay, wow. Dun 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 dun.
It says spell ritual hex within the range. So
She's
the
going,
duration.
Hurry up, Finn! Come on, we gotta go! This is taking a long time!
This is so cool. Okay. Let's see how it's gonna work out. Dun 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 dun. Do the thing. Okay. I'm just reading all my next here. I'm very excited. This sounds awesome.
Can't believe that worked.
Okay, so you have to spend half as much. Is that what it says? Half as much. So
Yeah.
this is a ritual that typically costs 4. So you have to
Okay.
spend 2.
Okay.
So barely a drop for you.
Yeah. And then I assume I have to make my spell check.
You do.
All right, let's see how this goes. Spell casting, basic roll. 18.
Okay, here we go. Let's read this. Oh, snap. So, the tied up wolf stops twitching and begins deflating in kind of like an unusual fashion, kind of like balloon like. It's exhausted though, so it's not going anywhere. It's just like literally just like cooling down on the floor, getting just tired. Your medallion, bam, stopped vibrating just like that.
Huh.
Wasn't sure if that was going to work. Seems to be more of a ritual than a curse. And Thrin's hands probably glowed a little bit through her staff. And because she was casting through her staff, it really cost less stamina. So she's. But it was.
I can't believe that worked at all. I'm gonna let go of the, because as you said, it just sort of deflated. Basically, it's tired
It's
puppy.
real sleepy. Poor
Yeah.
It's basically just passed out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna gently let it go and stand up and sort of, and just look at it and go, "Oh, Maggie's never gonna believe this."
Good work, both of you.
Thank you.
You too, Rosant. You were ready to charge at any moment.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is our going outro, is where Rosant turns to you all and says, so what do we do tomorrow night? And as we hit that fun note and everybody tries to think about what that's going to mean, our Witcher music swells and like we pull back into the clouds and like the fog goes over the hill. And that's going to be a great question that we'll have to solve next time.
Whee!
Awesome. Let's go around and do some outros. Let's do it. Lindy, you go.
Oh, me first?
Yes,
Okay,
you.
hi. That was super fun. I really enjoyed it. I was like, wait a minute. I have to spell if it's not a curse. I might be able to do this. So it's not a curse. We've gotten that verified now, which is cool. Gives us narrows down our potential causes. But you can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and GM a lot of tabletop RPGs. You can find me on my channel tomorrow night and Tuesday night for some D&D 5e. I'm also on a podcast called Tales from Hollow World, which is really, really good. It just dropped on a new episode on Podbean today. iTunes is taking a while because iTunes, but it's only a 20 to 30 minute episodes, so they're really short, really easily digestible. And you can also find me not this. Oh wait, no, it is Sunday. This Friday on the Roll20 channel, or no, Friday.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Thank you. I haven't been awake since 5 a.m. You can find me on Saturday on the Roll20's channel DMing some Valentine's Day Call of Cthulhu, and Kiana is going to be one of my players in that. So it's going to be super awesome, and there's going to be a lot of puns because fuck it.
Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie. You can find me everywhere on the internet at KatieFace. Tomorrow you can find me over on Tales from the Grim for the finale of Deadlands with Lauren. Last time I played, I did a lot of damage, but I think I used up all my power, so we're gonna figure that out. That was fun. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday night I am on Off the Table for Last for the Awful Sea, finale of Monster Hearts, and the finale of Lady Blackbird, where I am getting married. That's gonna be great. You can also and someone, I'm still salty about it, is gonna be a bad guy there, and not happy at all. You can find me on Actual Play Urban Shadows podcast, Cape Lorelei, released from Off the Table. It's on all your podcasters. But yeah, and anything I do, I post about on Twitter, so it's the best place to find where I'm at.
Sweet. Hans!
I'm no longer muted. I am Hans. I'm going to be doing the Hicka Guard has its finale on Wednesday on Scraticus at 10 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be doing that, and then I will be back over here on Sunday.
Sweet. Awesome. Key, what should we plug things? What should we plug?
Let's plug things. So first off, big thank you to our sponsors. Altel Saurian for helping us do some giveaways of core book PDF of The Witcher every single week. So make sure if you congrats to the winners already, and if you haven't yet, just come in next time and enter again. It's awesome. And of course, a big thank you to Roll20, our virtual tabletop of choice, for sponsoring us and this campaign as part of the Roll20 Spotlight. Go and check them out. You can play all sorts of games on their virtual tabletop. You can customize sheets. You can buy cool stuff in the marketplace. All sorts of good things over there. What else? Oh, we recently announced that we will be premiering Masks of Nyarlathotep, our Pulp Cthulhu campaign on February 22nd. That is every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific or noon Eastern. Lauren is GMing that. I'm playing it. It's going to be lots of fun. So keep an eye out on our Twitter as we do some fun little character teasers over the next couple of weeks. It'll be cool. Lots of cool stuff over there. So much cool stuff. Speaking of which, go and follow us on Twitter. It's probably the best way to find out, other than following us here on Twitch when we go live, as we tweet about it and all the other cool stuff that we and our cast get up to. Thank you everyone who has donated today, who has subscribed. We promise sub emotes are coming soon.
They're coming.
Yell at Twitch into the void about our emotes.
Don't yell at them though. They might come after us.
Don't actually yell at them.
Just think about it.
Think about it in your mind to get this to make it happen.
Yeah. And as for tomorrow and more Roll20 sponsored things, I'll be over on Tales from the Grim for The Realms Remembered, and then for Road to Desperations, our Deadlands finale, which is super exciting. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I think that's it from our end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, thank you everyone for stopping by, hanging out with us. We will be posting VODs onto YouTube. If you ever missed them or you ever want to rewatch the madness, that's where they go. We will put a command in. I just remembered that we don't have a command for that yet. We'll put that in chat next time.
You know.
But yeah, so thanks everyone. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you next time for more Witcher, more big old wolves, and more magic, and more crazy rolls. We get to do so many good rolls. They're wild. Have a great one, everyone.
Bye. Wait, bye, everybody. Bye.